Hello, listeners. Chelsea K. Podcaster here. Welcome to today's podcast on Power of Honesty. Honesty is always welcomed and accepted, especially in business and relationships. Did you know that the best long-term businesses operate in honesty? These days, honesty is always practiced. People become more focused on trying to persuade others to confide in them. They know how to use techniques to trigger you to believe them. They can be deceptive. When you discover their dishonest behavior, they deny it. It often leaves you as the victim. Many are broken promises and broken trust. Fraud is the most dishonest practice. Sadly, innocent people suffer from scammers. Those who are honest in business always have success, but a person who practices dishonest gain will be found out. Their actions and deeds will be exposed, and one day they will be punished. Those who manage to escape the fraud will still be punished for their evil practice. Honest people will always get promoted, recognized, and prosper. They succeed in life, and many people will come to them. Honesty and integrity are necessary for success. An honest person will always get great rewards, and sometimes it takes time, but one day they will succeed and shine brightly. Remember, people judge you by your deeds and words. A bad name is always remembered just as much as a good name. Avoid being dishonest with others. It will always result in negativity. It also gives you discredit. It works against you, and people will not trust such a person. Be honest with yourself and others. Honesty opens the door to success. Be inspired to do good to others, and they will do good to you. Practice honesty when you are in a difficult situation. Honesty will save you, but be wise also. You need to know when your honesty must be said properly. Some honesty can give you a bad name, and you need to avoid being discredited by others. When you know something isn't right, it's wise to decide what to do about it without creating a situation that can work against you. In the workplace, honesty is important, but wisdom is necessary. And you know that as a customer, you don't like to hear the representative tell you that the company didn't make a mistake. The person needs to know how to tell you honestly, but with proper etiquette. A wise way to respond is not to give full details of the issue, but to tell the client what they need to know that will resolve the issue. They aren't interested in what steps are involved. They just want to hear the solution, and you know you can resolve it for them. Some cases, certain people avoid responsibility to treat the customer with respect. Some people are focused on getting you to pay for their services, but they have no respect, nor do they really care about you. One must be able to recognize a person's motives and make wise decisions, especially those who are persuasive and excellently skilled at sales and marketing. They can sometimes be very dishonest to you. People are always seeking opportunities to get more businesses or money, and these are dishonest if they practice deceptive ways to get you to spend money. There are dishonest people that do succeed and get what they want, but they don't have a great life secretly. They appear to be doing well in life, especially outwardly to others. But in the home, it could be a different story. Such people get famous, but the evil gets exposed. You probably heard of rich child abusers and other things. This is the result of those who practice a hidden agenda in their life. They use their intelligence to get people to buy, but motives are all wrong. Big name companies either get bad or good ratings, and based on their customer service and practices. Some of the best honest businesses may not be known internationally, but locally. Honest Ed's is one of the examples of an honest businessman who did very well. Personally, I've never been to the store, but heard about its success. People miss it because the owner practiced honesty. It is a sad thing that the business closed down. Often, dishonest people don't like honest businesses, and they find ways to improve their ability to get more customer loyalty, but it doesn't mean that they provide better service. and in turn they cause those who are honest businesses to suffer. Sometimes the larger ones are more complicated and becomes more difficult to deal with. More people involved requires more proper management and training, and people need to be equipped to keep the integrity of the business, or it will have serious repercussions. You probably know some companies that are very much in trouble. Serious trouble are people who create false news to try to discard or discredit companies. The world is full of people who want to either be honest or dishonest in their gain. Honesty can be tested and evidence is known. It's all about the heart of a person. A person who loves honest people will always attract them, and they themselves, as long as they are honest, their businesses will flourish, their connections will thrive, and they will have excellence in everything they do, because they will desire honest relationships. People who are always pretending to be honest will always get in trouble. People will tell about you more openly if you are an honest person, and it has greater benefits for your business, your name, and etc. if you know how to walk in the integrity and honesty. You need to practice honesty to yourself first before others, to know who you are and what you really are capable of doing, and know what you want, like and dislike. Avoid pretending. You only hurt yourself when you pretend to be somebody and do something you can't do. You need to be honest with your feelings, with your heart and your thoughts. When you're honest with yourself, you can really be honest with others in all you do. It's a great trait to have, and it attracts people to you naturally. If you only want to focus on good, then be honest and show it in your actions and your deeds. You need to achieve your goals this way. Who knows if one day a great opportunity happens to you that you didn't expect? People will support you when they see that you are honest. You will see the fruit of your labor and you will not miss out. There are people waiting for honest counsel too, and it can be life-changing. Be bold when you are honest about what you can do. You know, in interviews, they tell you to expand on your experience. There are people who tend to exaggerate to get the job, but it seems that they don't get caught. You can actually get the best job when you're honest and know how to tell your abilities without making it look negative towards you when it comes to your weaknesses. Tell always the best qualities you have, and for your weaknesses, learn to tell it in a way that will still give positive image without dishonesty. People can tell sometimes you need to acknowledge that your response will be tested. If you know you can't do the job, then you probably are better off not going for it. Find one that you can do more, even if there are a few things you can't do, but you need to be honest with the manager that you will be willing to learn and work with it and to do the job well. If you lack something, be honest to learn to get the experience, and you need to at least try. Then you will find yourself in a better relationship with others. And know for certain that people who are able to achieve goals, it's not because of being dishonest that you're going to have success in life. It really has to do with your honesty and integrity. Even though there are people that do succeed, as I mentioned before, but in the end, the result, the exposure will happen. People will realize that they have been lying. One day it will actually come back at them because that's how things work. So thank you for listening to Chelsea K Podcast. If you are interested to support, please contact by e-transfer or by PayPal at kayunkk@gmail.com. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to you listening to next week's podcast. You can like, subscribe, and share with others who need to hear this message, especially even on YouTube. You can also check my other podcasts there. And the links below will give you further details concerning my podcasts. And have a great afternoon, have a great day, and have a great evening. Thank you very much for listening.